Okay. Good evening to everyone who is tuning. Good evening to you. Oh boy. I don't mind waiting. Lord, I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting on you, Lord. I don't mind waiting. Lord, I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting on you, Lord. I'll wait 1 minute. And as I always say, this show starts on time. And tonight it's going to start on time. And if you're out there and you want me to know you're watching, feel free to just type hello. Say hi. If you don't say hi or hello, this is not the original Facebook Live where, when you log on, you see who is watching. No, it doesn't work like that. It's just a matter of coming through Facebook. And many people accuse me of not saying hello to them, but sometimes I'm doing other stuff. And if you don't say hello in the chat, I don't know you're watching, like Philbert, Brenda Monera, who says hello and good night. Now I know that you say hello, I say hello to you. So sometimes others will hear me say hello to someone and they say, oh, I was watching, but you didn't say hello to me. But it's just that you're watching, but it only tells me how many people might be online watching, but it really doesn't tell me who is watching unless you comment. So tonight we are going into the Avil show. I'm not going to be here long with you because good night to you, Problem Phipps. Good night to you, Joycelyn Bramble. Good night. When you type good night, then I know you're watching. So anyway, I'm here tonight and the number one show in radio land, in TV land, wherever you are, this is the number one show. And you know that. You can't get a better show than this. Not even in CNN, BET, BLS, NBC. You ain't gonna get that anywhere. This is the best show around town. You gotta know thyself. So anyway, I'm coming to you tonight. I'm gonna drop some stuff in here tonight. Mm, I might even drop something that you might be surprised of, but sometimes you got to get a little surprise. So tonight, before we go any further, I always like to thank the people who supports me, who make it possible for me to be here, and these are the people that does it. So I have to say it. I have to thank my cause Bronxwood Funeral Home. I have to thank Teddy Volkswagen. Best Steel Car Service of the Bronx. I'll tell you their location coming up in the show. And I also have to thank attorney Hugh Campbell, Rodman, and Campbell. So, people, without these folks who keep me grounded, rooted, and doing what I got to do, I won't be able to do that. So, thank you so much. That's just a snippet of, but someone, I played this for someone and they talk about it. So hear this.
You ever hear earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake. I coming Tuesday around 10." No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of you. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on.
You see how people talk about soca and soca and calypso only talk about reality? Did you know if I had played this the week before the earthquake, it would have told me not to run out my bed? And the song exactly say what you're supposed to do, you know?
You ever hear earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake. I coming Tuesday around 10." No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of you. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on.
That's a word from Small Axe. Is it? Let me tell you something. Straight out of St. Kitts, they give it to you just like that. Okay, so people, we're here tonight. This is the Avril Show. We're going to go straight into the program. It's not about anything that I do. I come here and I was called, and I told people every day, I'm not normal. I was not. I'm not someone that came here to do what I do. God called me and to do something that sometimes I wonder how I got to do the things that I'm doing. But I must admit to you, it was a calling in my life because the things that I do every day, it's not something that I plan. So please work with me. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about a few things, and I'm going to give you, as I say, I have a giveaway to give away, and we're going to talk about the community, what's going on, the things that you need to know that's happening this weekend that I stand behind. And one thing I always want to say to the people is that we take media for whatever we take it for. Sometimes someone may have a show and they feel that 1,000 people are watching, and I must say to you, the media can have an agenda for us sometimes. The media can either break us or make us, and we got to pay attention to what media we are following. Because the media is there to even distract us. The media is there to distract us, and some of us do not really pay attention. We are too caught up, and many times the media is lacking integrity. We have to pay attention to what we are listening to. I just want you to know that. So when I come on this show, I never come here hoping that I get 1,000 people to watch
Hey,
me.
it's your girl, The Flame, and you are now in tune to The Avril Show. Keep it locked right here.
Keep it locked right here. Okay, so we're going to talk real talk around here. So, Sparkling. I'm gonna say your first name. Adeline, good evening to you also. Cheryl DeWitt, thank you so much. Always there to push and encourage me. Sasha Nolan, good night. Henry Marsham, good night. And these are the people that saying good night. So people, when I don't call you out, some people say I don't say good night. Blossom, good evening to you. My rivalry. Always fighting me over some Jamaican man. But anyway, it's good. It's good. And no, but Silk, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing? So, yeah, let's talk. Let's talk, Henry. A lot of times people get caught up into how many people watching them on social media. And I'm going to speak tonight, not because I'm looking for likes and followers, but I'm talking real talk. A lot of times if I come on to do the show right now and certain people come on to do their show, they go and they watch the other show because it calls for drama, it calls for mix up. You understand what got you the Nevis Mandem? I'm going to talk about that coming up. Nevis Mandem is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. They're teasers. You understand? And the St. Kitts bend them too. But we're going to talk about that's a whole different topic. But see how I make the Nevis Mandem look good. But anyway, so what I realize with the media that a lot of people don't know is that the media is set up for us. Carl Thompson, good evening to you. Patopia in the house. Ah, thank you so much. So a lot of times that we don't pay attention to the media. We just love the hype. Jesus had followers, remember that. Jesus had followers, but Jesus wasn't looking for how many likes and hits because there was no Instagram when Jesus was around. But Jesus did what he had to do, and who came to follow him, follow him. So he know his followers. Okay. Good evening to you also, Janice Scotty. So I'm here tonight to say when the media comes out, we tends to follow, and stay tuned for my giveaways and my information coming up. But I must share this. We tends to follow. I was at the Nevis Hearts and Hand event on, it was Saturday, and I look around and I realize that we are so divided as a people. If you have an event, someone said to me, specifically said to me, good evening to you, my beautiful niece, Din Din. Avril, how come you don't invite me to your event? I want to know, where do you see any celebrity here that I follow on social media? I don't. I would prefer to follow the little people who are putting something, who are advertising something, who is trying to get there, who's trying to make a living, my little people. These are the people that I follow. Because most of you waste time on you follow the big celebrities with the big name. And sometimes I am so shocked to see how many people are commenting on these big artists, and the artists them don't answer you. They don't even know your comment, but they're there to see how many people is going to comment and like, and that's how they make it. But you're not busy helping the little man to make it, because we all about people when they make a name. When people have a big name, we tend to follow them. When somebody are trying, you don't follow them. You don't share what they do. You don't engage in what they do because they're not important. But O.J. Simpson was a man that many of us would have wished we had met, would have liked to shake his hand. And it come to me like O.J. Simpson dead. And when he died, they were just talking about the murder case. There was no sympathy. There was no love, not much of it, because they spent too much time digging into his past, digging into the negative, than to talk about the impact he had on us before the death. So people looking for fame is nothing good. I'm not here for fame. I'm not here to be famous. And I'm not here for that. I'm here for my community, my people that needs me. Because I'm going to tell you something. They will come on this show and tell me I don't invite them to my cancer foundation. I never see none of you. Charlie Wilson put out a show, and I see many of you on there saying you're going, you all go on box office, and you all go wherever, and you all purchase your all tickets, right? Charlie Wilson never called none of you and invite you guys. All they did was put out the event, and you guys go and purchase a ticket and go to Madison Square Garden or wherever the event is to watch the show. But when Avril has her event, you all have all kind of excuse. Good evening, Janice Scotty in Angrilla. Big up Angrilla. Now, I want to know why we as our own take our own so much for granted. We never have money when it comes to helping our own to get to where they're trying to get. But the people that already made it, you guys will spend $250 to go Madison Square Garden. But let the average person have a show for $100, $120 is too much. But let me tell each and every one of you, I went to an event for $150, and when I walk out of there, I didn't even have a bag. They didn't give you nothing to take. They didn't give you any leftover food to take home. And take it from me, there was no dancing. It was all about speeches and what the occasion was about. Good evening to you, Anne Marie Ferguson. Thank you, sweetie. It was all about what the event was about. $150. We sat there, we heard the speeches, they talk about the people they honor, they do everything. People eat their food. And when it was time to leave, they left. Nobody says complain about the 150. But I'm not talking about rich folks. I'm talking about a regular event. But the minute A little somebody like Avril, or a little somebody like Anne Murray, or a little somebody like Y Young, or even my friend there, Henry Marsham, into his fashion and model, doing something. We got to fight and beg our people to come out and support us. How are we going to make it in this world? In our community, when our community don't support us. If you have an event, they say, I'm not going to it because this one have it and that one have it. So they're not supporting. If you're Jamaican, it's like it's a Jamaican event. So, oh, it's a Jamaican event. Oh, it's a St. Kitts event. Oh, it's an Antigua event. We don't say it's a Caribbean person event. Let me go and find out what it's all about. Ruan Apache, good evening to you, my DJ. I need you soon. Right? They don't do that. They don't say, let me support the cause and see what it's about and see. I remember one year, Colby Maxi come to my event, and the man literally even donate money right there because he said he did not know my event was like that. Empress Audrey, good evening to you. I have my regular people every year, they look forward to coming to my event because they know what they get out of it. But the regular people out there, you don't see them. But Avril phone don't stop ring when there is a need. And people don't understand. I don't go to the party, but I will promote the party. Which one you prefer? I don't have to come to your party, but I can promote your party, and that's giving back. If you're gonna give me a free ticket to come, it's still not doing your event any justice. But at least when I promote it, I'm telling people to come out and support you, and that's support. Do not ask me why I don't invite you. If I put an event up and you care anything about what I'm doing, you will come out and support it. You won't tell me I didn't invite you because I never see Madison Square Garden or the Apollo invited you to their event, but you spend your money and go because you all love hype. You all love excitement. You all love to be around big celebrity. And when it's not somebody who make it already and have a big name that you all feel you all want to go get picture taken with and look good. And when you all take the picture with the celebrity don't even know you were there, don't even remember you took a picture with them. They take it, some of them don't even smile. It's like you're fighting them to smile in your picture. But look at the little man in the community who have his business. You all travel and say, oh, I'm going to support them because our people don't know how to treat one another. Well, let me tell you all something. The reason our people don't know how to treat one another is because you don't know how to treat them either. Because if if the business you went to have an issue and you had an issue, and I asked somebody the other day, did you speak to the manager? Did you tell them about the situation? No, I mean, I have time. I'm just not coming back. That's the mentality of our people. The chef wouldn't know that you didn't like the spice in the food if you didn't tell the chef. Sometimes all you got to do is speak up so they could help to change and make it better. But instead of that, you just don't go back, and where you go? Out of your community, and your community falling apart. Stores closing down, shop closing down, everything closing down because we are not supporting. But the places that we go is out of our community that's blooming because we go in there every day. Music man, Molly man, of course, I remember you. Can't forget you. And I'll never forget you, my sweetie. You see, this is what I have a problem with our people. When our little people is trying to make it, we always talking them down. We always criticizing. But a lot of times too, half of you don't know yourself because every one of you want to do what the other man doing. None of you know the calling on your life. But I thank God I know the calling on my life. Because anybody who know me know I'm talking from the day I was born until now. I get beat for it. I get punished for it. I get choked at school and Sunday school for it. And I'm still doing it. And when God called me, he didn't equip me. He called me and I answer. And then he equipped me. We must know one thing. We know our birth date, but we don't know our death date. So the time we have now, take that time to make somebody's life worth it. Support, encourage, and uplift. But we're not doing that. We're busy a fight with politicians. We're busy a fight, especially in St. Kitts, Molly, man. Who ain't labor right? Jamaican too. Who ain't labor right? It's PMP. It's this and that. And the PMP live right next to the labor right. So if you fall down tomorrow, they step over you because you're not labor right and you're not PMP. People, it have come to a time in our life where we have to look at one thing. The elected officials, they are working together for the cause of our country. And we need to do the same. We need to love our neighbors, love each other, and don't care about who vote for who and who vote for what. If you talk to somebody, they don't talk to you because you're labor right. Unity is strength. We don't have that. Ruan Apache. Davin Francis, good evening to you in Houston, Texas. We don't have that. And it's time somebody set the record straight. The elected officials are working together for us, for our community, but we're busy fighting each other because of who we're voting for. Well, let me tell you something. I have never seen ABC and NBC and half of these shows where they tell you who voting for who. They come, they interview who they want, they do what they have to do, and you vote for who you want. Let me tell you something. They make laws. Good evening to you, Zena, all the way in Canada. Good evening to you, sweetheart. Let me tell you something, people. If we don't start supporting each other, we're going to always remain the bottom of the hole. We're going to always remain there, we as a people, because we talk about the LGBT, the gays, and all these people. While you're wasting time talking about the LGBT, they have one of the strongest foundation organization going around here. And they come together, fight together, and stand up for each other. You touch a Jew, you touch all. But you see, us as a people, we think that you from Trinidad, you from Antigua, you from Jamaica, you from St. Kitts, so we just divide. We just divide. And the media love it. The media love it. You understand? We just divided. But what we don't realize, as soon as a hurricane hit our country, we out there with one heap of foolishness, but we must support. It's only time when disaster hit, we're ready to support. And don't talk about some family, I am on social media, and I can tell you, you have some family members who is not afraid to say, oh, you're doing cuz, love you cuz, this and that. And you have some who just sit and your family will just watch you. Zena, if you're singing and you put up a song, some of your own family would not even encourage you, like or share. So don't think it's just friends alone. They won't like, comment, or share because they think they're making you. They think they're giving you likes. They think they're giving you followings. And I don't understand. At the end of the day, we talk about working together and unity. The word need to stop use. We need to come together as a people. And from the day I started this show, I tell people every day, I started this program. And when I started out, I started with McCall's Bronxwood Funeral Home. I have Best Deal Car Service, Attorney Hugh Campbell, Rodman and Campbell. And I have, who did I miss? Good night, Terrence Thomas. Terrence William. I don't know where the Thomas come from. But I'm telling you, I am thanking God for one thing he's doing in my life now. Sanctification. If you don't know what that means, Google sanctification. He have changed me. He's molding me. And I want to thank Teddy Volkswagen. You can find them at 3743 Boston Road in the Bronx. Best Deal Car Service, 757 Burke Avenue, right here in the Bronx. McCall's Bronxwood Funeral Home, located at 4035 Bronxwood Avenue in the Bronx. Attorney Hugh Campbell, the attorney that's going to fight with you, fight for you, and get the job done. 1428 East Gun Hill Road in the Bronx. And we're going to talk about some of the things that's coming up, and I have some giveaways to give away. And I know if you heard about it, the first giveaway, I want to give away pair tickets. and it's to Lehman College this coming Saturday at 8 p.m. We have in town Byron Cage, Shirley Caesar, and this is the McDonald Gospel Fest. If you see the McDonald Gospel Fest is coming here in the Bronx, then you know. And you got to go out and hear our Shirley sing the one song that I love. When you add it all up, the cost of my love is no charge. If you're a mother, you know that song touch deep, no charge. So Shirley Caesar will be here in the Bronx, and this coming Saturday at 8 p.m. at Lehman College, located at 250 Bedford Avenue, right here in the Bronx. The number 4 train, oh, it's just a little drive over, but Adeline, I hope you're going. I hope every one of us can go. But I want to give away a pair of tickets. I want 2 people to go out and just enjoy it off of the average show. So it's the McDonald Gospel Fest this coming Saturday at Lehman College. If you didn't know and you know now, spread the word. The McDonald Gospel Fest is in the Bronx. Dottie Pebbles is going to be there. Byron Cage. And let me tell you something, it's going to have some choir coming out there, some powerful choirs. And I am going out to see my Shirley Caesar, no charge. We also have the 47 Precinct Council breakfast. If you've never been to it, this is on the 24th at 8 a.m. in the morning at Eastwood Manor. It's the community breakfast. We come on out, we celebrate the police and community coming together. It's a beautiful breakfast, and it's on the 24th at 8 a.m. at Eastwood Manor. The tickets are $40. So come on out. If you need ticket, let me know. But come on out and have breakfast with me. You're going to say it's $40, but you have more there. It's not just a breakfast, but it's the community breakfast, the police and community. And this is on the 24th at 8 a.m. And this Saturday, Anne Marie, thank you for purchasing your ticket. We're going out to Long Island, and I'm going to represent Montefiore, and it's called Teach Me How to Heal. God, I need that. You heard her. She was here on my show last week talking about it. And if you missed it, you missed it a day. I'm going out. It says Teach Me How to Heal. And this is going to be in Long Island at the Marriott, Uniondale in Long Island. And it's starting from 8 to 4 p.m. It's a full day. A full day. So if you have a divorce coming up, come rejuvenate. If you're going through a divorce, separation, breakup, stress, your children stressing you out, your job stressing you out, you fall in love and the man turn around and he lied to you and leave you and you're home pulling out your wig, wondering why you. Let me tell you something. Don't worry about that. Come on out to Teach Me How to Heal. We're going on out. And after that, I'm heading to the McDonald Gospel Fest where the Lord could pour out an anointing on my life. Listen to me. And don't forget also the YMCA also at the Northeast Bronx, YMCA 1250 East to 29th Street. It's going to have a full day. It's called Healthy Kids Day. Take your kids. Go out. You're going to have fitness, giveaways, games, a whole lot of stuff going to be happening there. Thank you to Councilman Kevin Riley and Montefiore also going to be a part of that. So it's going to be a whole lot of stuff going on this weekend. If you have no place to go on up to the YMCA. They're going to be even signing you up at a less cost to join the gym. So I'm not going to be there because I got to represent Teach Me How to Heal. But I hope the councilman or somebody there is going to sign me up because I need to work out. I've been eating a lot. And before I go and do this, like I said, I'm giving away 2 tickets. 2 tickets. And these 2 tickets I am going to give to someone who really need to go and enjoy this concert. If you're there and you know someone who deserves this, or you deserve it, tell me why I should give you the 2 tickets to go on out to the McDonald Gospel Fest. And I will present that 2 tickets to you if I think you deserve it. So, my people, you don't have to put it on the thread. Just send it to me in my inbox. Avril, I would love these 2 tickets for the McDonald Gospel Fest and make sure that you deserve it. Okay? So that's all. I'm going to say to you tonight. And remember, the Avril Show Cancer Foundation and Scholarship ceremony is coming up on June 7th. You're in for a treat. This is our ninth year, and I'm telling you, Nolan, Matty, good evening to you, sweetheart. Good evening to you. And Why Young, good evening to you. I just want you to know it's going to be an evening. This going to be one of the year that I don't even know how I'm going to hold up. But you're in for a treat. We always make it a treat. And I really want to thank the DJs that step up every year to say, hey, I want to be a part of this. And this is what I like. If you look on the flyer, you see the two DJs and they both work. He said, Avril, I see what you're doing and I'm coming through for you. This is what I'm talking about. DJ Chico has been with me from day one, never asked for a dollar. But this foundation is not about working you for free. It's about you blessing me and I'm blessing others. This foundation is a 501c. We are not here to take money. We are here to put money out. The way it come in is the way it's going to go out. We give scholarship and we donate fundings to cancer. And we want this to get so big that we can help cancer around the world, help you in your little country, help you in this country. That's my aim for this foundation. So if you don't help me, I can't get there. But I thank the businesses that stand with me, support me, and make sure that this event is a success. And I know the people who come out and support, like Cheryl DeWitt. So I'm telling you, Philbert, Adeline, those are the people that I see every year after year. It's like they look forward to supporting me. Empress, thank you so much. But let me tell you something. In my inbox, if you know someone who deserve 2 tickets to go to the McDonald Gospel Fest this Saturday, send me a message and I'll make sure that you do that. And again, teach me how to heal. And Maria Free too. I'm looking for folks to be a part of. Because as you know, we lost one of our members on Thanksgiving Day, and that alone is a little teary eye to talk about. But we're going to make sure that we're going to bring the dead to life this coming June the 7th. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Just remember, I am not here for likes. I'm not here to compete in the race for likes. I'm here to bring a message. I'm here to do what God called me to do and what He placed on my life. And it's about my community and my people. I don't need to be on a bigger station. I don't need to go any higher than this because somebody got to be true to the community. And I'm going to stay right here. Hi, Heather Roberts. Where's Heather Roberts? I didn't see her. God used the fool to confirm the wise. That's why He chose me to do what I'm doing. And a lot of times people may wonder why me and why this and why that. And some people, I watch people, a lot of time people do things and they don't know they're being watched. But when I started out here in the community, 2002, I was by myself with my camera. I go to St. Kitts, I go to Jamaica, I go everywhere, I have my camera. I'm just doing what God placed on my heart to do. Media is in me. My calling is my calling. The way I do things is different from the way you do things. I don't watch no face. I don't watch how people do what they do because I got to focus on what God called me to do. I cannot waste time trying to compete and be like nobody because when you do that, you lose focus of what God called you to do unless God ain't call you. And that is why so many of us get lost out there because we are too busy trying to be like everybody else, want to do what other people are doing and not trying to figure out, take time back and figure out what God called you to do. And if you do that, you will run a successful race. Since I started doing what I'm doing, I have not changed. I have been doing and faithful to what God called me to do. But sometimes I look around, it feels like I'm a duplicate, even on social media. People look at what you're doing. Oh, I like that. Maybe I'll start doing it. And they don't realize I can come out and tell you I'm going to make some banana pancake and you go and make banana pancake. It doesn't mean it's going to taste the same. We are not equipped. God don't equip us the same because he called you. You got to be obedient. And when you answer his calling, he will equip you. So when you start to do things out of your own will, you're going to lose the steam eventually. But when you're called to do it, you will never stop. It's like an addiction. You can't stop. So people, let me tell you something. Don't get carried away with social media and likes. Don't get carried away running behind celebrities. It's better you try to help the little man because God will take the little and make much out of it. Yes, Ron, God give us instruction, but some people don't even listen to the instruction. They don't know their calling. It's like you, Ron, who play gospel. When it comes to gospel and playing for a gospel concert, nobody gonna touch you. But somebody might say, well, Ron, no come to me party, Ron, no support me party. So me now go to one event. My God. So you try to tell me because I don't go clubs and party, you don't come support my cancer foundation? Don't come. Wait for your blessing. Because you see, I give, I support. It doesn't matter who it is. Sometimes you see me at event, I don't even know what I'm there doing, but give you trouble. But I come to support. You don't have to go on the dance floor. It's an event. And based on what it called for, go and support. If you want to leave when the party start, leave when the party starts. Some of your pastors need to be in some of these events. Maybe somebody from that event might come to your church. But you all pastors separate yourself. Yes, it is true that the Bible say that you have to separate your things from the things of the world. But you're in the world. Anyway, you turn you in the world, you know. Nobody say get up and go to a club. I don't go clubs and I'm not going to be seen in a club. And who don't like it don't have to like it. But there's so much more I can do for you than to come out to your club party. But if I have an event and you're going to tell me not invite you because you think you're a celebrity, you need to stay where you're there. Because I want to see when was the last time the Madison Square Garden, CBS, BET, or any one of them call you to come. But half of you will die to go to a BT concert and pay the money to go. But let the little man do in a gospel concert and say they're raising funds to do something for a cause. As soon as you say $100, what may I get out of the $100? I ain't telling you how to spend your money. But the reason some of you can't get your all blessing is because you all don't know how to bless other people. And that is what's happening. So you all continue on the road that you all. I sit on Facebook sometime just watching the things that we are so involved in. We as grown folks, we spend so much time on social media following who not following us. You say hello, Avril say hello back to you. Show me the last time the big celebrity them that I run down and I make the page look like, oh, they have 1 million people watching them. They don't even read your comment. They don't even respond. Oh, yeah, they can't find no clothes to wear. That's right, Nolan Matty. They can't find no. You're right, me not have no clothes. Me have to look for something to wear. Everything me have, me not try to come, but Lord, when we went through my closet, those are the things they come up with. If you know about an event in June, my event is June, it's $110. And everybody who been coming come back because they know what they get out of it. And they see what I'm doing with my money. And you're going to tell me if you put away 40 now and 40 now and 40 now, by the time my event come, you have your money. They wait until the event to tell you, girl, I was trying to come, but I didn't have no money. But if you walk down the street tomorrow with the same person and they see a wig, oh my God, I like that. They stop and they buy the wig for $200. And they're going to tell you, it's my money, I spend it how I want. So that means I'm not important. We have to understand God used foolish people like me to conform the wise. I serve a God who have his eyes on me. And no matter what I'm going through, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. See, I don't need a house, a fancy car, or nothing fancy to do what God called me to do. He equipped me. And if he called me here, just to bless somebody. That's what I'm going to do until he called me. Because one thing I don't know is my death date, but I know my birth date. So I'm going to continue doing what I have to do. Because houses that we are fighting for, it took an earthquake the other day to shake up the whole America. And when I felt my bed shaking and roof shaking and everything, I never in my life thought I would feel an earthquake. But after that earthquake, you can't tell me I could continue want to live a wicked life because I don't want another shaking from God. I must say, today I call a man, I call my ex. Thank you so much, Juan. I call my ex and I say, I got something nice at my house for you. He said, huh? I say, yeah, I got something nice at my house for you. Can you pass by? He said, what time you going to be there? I said, I'm there now. He said, all right, I'm on my way. I said, all right. He said, 15 minutes. I said, okay. So I get ready, 15 minutes. And let me tell you something. I went outside to meet my ex. And when I went outside, I opened my car door. I said, you can come in and sit down. And he said, I thought you said come to your house. You got something good to show me. I said, yeah, but I'm going to show you in the car. So he looked at me and I said, seem like you don't want what I have for you, you know. He said, whatever you have for me, I want it. I said, okay. So I am selling raffle tickets, $5 for a 55-inch TV that I'm raffling off to raise funds. And they're $5 each. So I took out 4 of the raffle tickets. I say, 5 times 4 is 20. He said, what is this? I said, didn't I tell you I was calling you to show you something nice I'm doing? He said, huh? I said, yeah. I said, well, I want you to buy 4 raffle tickets. I'm raising funds for my foundation. I'm selling raffle tickets, $5 each. So can you spare $20 on me? He said, so that's what you call me for? I said, yeah. He said, Avril, give me the tickets. He wrote them up. He gave me $20. And then he said, here's an extra one. Give this to somebody at your event and tell them it's from your ex. I made $25 off of my ex. So he gave me an extra one. So at my event, when you guys hear me announce it, I'm going to make sure I announce it that I'm giving away one raffle ticket to somebody, and I'm going to know when God lead me that night who to give it to. But I'm just saying this to say, I wonder what he thought he was coming to get. I said, I got something nice for you. He was there in 15 minutes, but he didn't know he was coming to spend some money. People, be careful when people call you, what they're calling you for. Ask question. Some secrets based on who it's coming from. You better, you better know. Not everyone you could take a surprise from. But I guess because my ex and he know me, took a chance on me. So we got to know who to take a chance on. People, give people a chance in life. Support one another. I think he wanted porridge. He thought I was bringing him inside, why young, to say, come enjoy some porridge. But I met him outside. And that's another thing. It's not everyone you could invite into your house. You got to know where to bring people in your life, whether it's outside, at the entrance of the door, or to sit at your table. Know who belong in your house. Okay? So I want people to know tonight when I come with a word. We go to church. And some of us say we go to church to hear a word. Well, God called me to do something and is to talk. And I asked him to equip me with anything that I'm going to be talking about. All right. So spread the word. On June 7th, all the men who follow me and all the women who follow me, if you will come out and support me on June 7th and help me to reach the goal that God have in store for me, you'll be surprised to know. Boss Lady Keynes, my loving niece, you're up late. So that's all. And my niece always tell me I'm always investigating. She know one thing about me. When something happened in social media, I would say to her, I got to look into it first. I got to find out if it's true. I just don't take things. I just don't hear people say things. And she said, you always digging into things. Sometimes you got, I said, nope. The work that God called me to do, He equipped me. And I will not go out there and say and repeat things unless I hear it for myself, see it for myself. I got to do my own investigation. I'm not going to leave the door open. The song was not okay, I didn't get you, but no, that song, I'm going to leave the door open. I ain't leaving my door open for no man to walk in. Any man walking in with me, I got to bring them in. Big up yourself, Marlene Smith, too. Gloria Bent, Dr. Bent, I see you just tuning in. If you miss it, you can listen from the beginning because, yes, God placed me here and He placed me to talk. He never placed me here for nothing else other than to talk. So anything that I come to talk about, it must be coming out of my mouth, not to offend or hurt people. If it cannot lift and motivate, then I'm not doing it. Marlene Smith, yes, good evening to you. So let me tell you something. As I said to you, if you're out there and you feel you deserve or you know someone who deserves to be at the McDonald Gospel Fest this coming Saturday at 8 p.m. at the Lehman College, 250 Bedford Boulevard, inbox me why you deserve this two ticket. I think Marlene and Sharon Pearson need to be there. So it's going to be Shirley Caesar, Dottie Pibbles, Byron Cage. It's going to be a great, and you have the choir and everything else coming out. I am going to hear, when you add it all up, the real cost of my love is no charge. You know, us as mothers today, us as mothers, we got to look our children in the eyes and tell them the real love of our love is no charge. For those sleepless nights, for those tears we cry, for those prayer that we're still praying for our children, there's no price to it. So on Saturday night, I will be going out to get something in my life from Shirley Caesar that I always receive from her. And don't forget, this Saturday, Teach Me How to Heal in Long Island. I will be there from 8 a.m. at the Long Island Marriott in Uniondale, Long Island. I'm going to get that. I need that. Sometimes we're so afraid to admit that we need that healing. We need to go to a place where we can just let it out. We're dealing with the jobs, the children, the mental illness, the depression, the anxiety, like myself, anxiety, all this stuff. But we hear something called Teach Me How to Heal. We need to go out there, be around other people who are sharing their story, who can encourage and motivate us. And if you can't be there, then I guess you will go to the Northeast Bronx YMCA. Is going to be having their Healthy Kids Day, not just for kids, a whole lot going to be going on there. Games, fitness, giveaways, a whole lot of things going to be going on there. Montefiore is a sponsor of this. Councilman Kevin Riley is a part of this. It's going to be good. So go on up to 1250 East 229th Street at the Bronx YMCA this Saturday morning. I think it starts at 11 o'clock. Hi, why God, why God connect with you later tonight? Okay, you got why? Okay. Okay, so listen to me. I am just here to bring you some little its and buts, some little information, not to get the 1,000 followers and all that. I'm not going to get there because there is so much things going on social media. We have so much. People look at my show maybe later. They don't have to look at it now. But one thing you all have to understand is we have to be mindful of the media that we're watching and the media that influence our children life, because their media is there to separate, sabotage, degrade, everything you could find in media. Because some of the things that our children are watching that we are not aware of, I can tell you, it is sad. When you think your children is sleeping at night, Some of your parents need to take away those gadgets, those phones, give it back to them the next day. But when it's time for bed, say it's time for you to turn in your phone, your iPad, and all these stuff. When you think your kids are sleeping, they wake up in the morning, they can't even open the eye. You want to know why they're tired. You send them to bed at 8. They're on the phone, they're on the iPad, in their rooms. Take them out. Take them out. Their media is destroying our kids. There's good media and bad media, but you set what your children watch on their iPad, because the media is there to separate, some is there to distract us, and some has no integrity in it. Many stories in the media lacking integrity, and we got to pay attention to that.
Hey, it's your girl, The Flame, and you are now in tune to the Avro Show. Keep it locked right here.
Don't go nowhere. You understand? This is the number one show. You don't need a million followers. Because in the church, the pastor don't need to save 10 souls. If he win one soul, he did a whole lot for God. So my people, stop get caught up in followings and how much likes and hits. And ask yourself, if when your time come, when God call you home, if you can say, well done. I'm going to show you something that happened to me. And I'm going to tell you why I know God got me. Take a look at this. Did anyone see that and understand that? I'm going to play it again. Take a good look at where I was and what happened in front of me. Now, you see what I'm talking about. When you leave your house and you reach back home, you got to tell God, thank you. Because what kind of nonsense is that on Boston Road? Now tell me, you driving and you sitting in your vehicle and stop, and somebody want to show their skill, and that is what they did in front of you without you expecting it. And that's supposed to be funny. So these are the things that going on in our community that we got to pay attention to. My people, when you reach in your house, you got to tell God, thank you. Thank you for his grace. Because many of us walk through our door and we don't know we were close to it. But it's the hands of God that kept us. The hands of God.
You ever hear earthquake call and say, hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it comes, it shake all sense and sensibility out of you. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on.
You hear what it says? You hear what our little soca music where I take for granted say? It give you instruction. We must stop judge music and stop with this Christian life. I listen to this, I listen to that. Know what you're listening to. You got to choose what you listen to. Every music is not bad. So we have this thing, as soon as you hear the beat, you listen to that, but you don't hear the words. If some of you, when the earthquake had come and listen to that song there by Small Axe, you all might understand that you all had your all warning right there where you all didn't get from nobody else. It tell you run, cover. Me, I was running through the window trying to figure out what happened. I wish I had listened to that song. That is scary, Anne Marie. You and your cousin need to collaborate a show. Jim Mary show. If me and him do a show together, what a thing that will be. Eh? We're going to fight all on the show. You know, me and him, Mary show. Lord, you're a good setup. You know, if me and he do a show up, I don't know. We could do a show, but take it from me. Halfway through it, we're gonna start to fight. Lord, I tell you. But anyway, it's always a pleasure being here on this show. If you get anything out of it, you get some information, what's going on this week. And if you think you deserve the 2 tickets, send me an inbox message on and tell me why you deserve to be at the McDonald Gospel Fest this coming Saturday at 8 p.m. And I will tell you about Teach Me How to Heal after I attend it on Saturday. And remember to go and check out the Northeast Bronx YMCA, 1250 East to 29th Street Healthy Kids Day. It's going to have a lot of activities going on, fitness giveaways, games, and a whole lot of things going to be happening there. So, yes, thank you. You're welcome so much, Anne Marie. Avril, I need to speak to you. I heard about the earthquake. Also, yes, just inbox me how you need to speak to me. And I thank everyone. Psalms 91. Yes, thank you so much, Ron Apache. Everybody who tuned in. Crystal Baker, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing, Crystal? I don't know where you are. Good night, Faith Foster. How you doing, Faith? Good evening to you. I want you all to know that when God called you to do something, go out and do it. Let me tell you something. You do not have to be in a church and a pastor to preach the word. Sometimes God call you and he use you in different way. You can be working on a job and the job that you're doing is helping people every day. That's your ministry. Do what you have to do. Okay. God will direct you. Just helping people. Vernice, Victor Bringer. Oh, I could never, Nana V, I could never pronounce your long name, but everybody who tune in to say hello tonight and watch me, I thank you so much. I'm trying not to make the show too long. It's not about the length of the show, but I want to bring something to you each and every time that I come on this platform. This is the Avril Show. Share the show for somebody else who missed it, and remember, sharing is caring. If it's something important that you heard, it's always good that you could share it with someone else, but not because I'm looking for a million followers. I'm just looking to know that something that touched you, you could share it with someone else. That's how we're supposed to operate. And Father, tonight, I want to lift every discouragement off of my life. And I ask you to give me courage, God, in everything I do. God, I pray for every event that I speak about tonight, that you would be the God of abundance, that you will bring nothing but grace and mercy through those doors. Open those doors, God, and do something and protect your children, protect our community, protect the parents who's coming out with their children. Dear God, as Shirley Caesar come here to the Bronx, may change life and touch life and not just be a concert to jump and wave, but a concert that going to rejuvenate our spirit, speak to our heart, and touch our soul. God, touch our elected officials that I work amongst daily. Give them what it takes, God, to be builders and to help to change this world that is corrupted. Take away corruption where it is, God. But God, what I ask of you is to walk through the hallways of our schools, walk through our churches, some of the churches that is failing us, God. Walk through the homes, God, and touch every doorknob in our homes, touch our children life, God. Every smoke shop that our children enter into, God. Touch those people life, God, and help them, God, to just store up something in them. That not just to sell the weed and put whatever in those weed to poison the mind of our children. But if God, they just desire the weed, give them pure weed, God. If it's what helped them to sleep at night, give them pure weed. But God, whatever they're putting in those weed to set our children minds to where they are today, turn their life around, God, for your glory. Walk to the corridors of our school, God. Speak to the instructors, God. And let it be a change in our children when they return back to school after this break that they're going on. Dear God, give us teachers that could be reminded that these are their children, these are the future generation. Dear God, let the change that we are looking for start with us, whether as teachers, parents, doctors, lawyers, the pharmaceutical companies, God. Dear God, bring a cure. Bring better treatment to cancer, God. Our people are dying day in and day out. Give them a heart, God, to turn things around. That one day we would hear, just like a treatment plan for hypertension and diabetes, give us something for cancer. Give us something for Alzheimer's, God. Our people are crying. We want to live, God, but most of all, help us to live good and not bad. Take everything that is not of you from us, God, and build a community of people that could live together and bring back that village that we once knew. Thank you, God, for this road of life that you call me on, that my mouth and whatever come out of it could uplift and inspire, God, but not tear down. Whatever you call me to do, God, take me away from the things that is not of you and help me to walk in your fullness. In Jesus' name. To everyone who stand with me tonight, I thank you. And I wish you nothing but joy, peace, love, and happiness. I'll see you. Whatever you have for me, just send it in my inbox. Good night, Betty Palmer. Thank you for tuning in late, but thank you for tuning in. God bless you and good night. I love you for just taking your time, for staying up and supporting me. Good night, all.
From the majestic peak of Mount Liamiga to enchanted beaches on the southeast peninsula, and across the waters to the Queen of the Caribbean. Henrik Georges called this whole land of beauty, known as Liamiga and Ouari to King Teguman. These names were changed completely by Europeans. I count my blessings when I look around and behold a twin island beauty, more precious than gold, not to be bought or sold. But I'm declaring to the world that I live in paradise, a twin island paradise. Sinking sex in Ibis night, the double scoop and double slice. The Caribbean, with its natural charms and beauty, without question have been blessed by the Almighty. But when I compare, it becomes crystal clear. We got a double slice.